It's your girl Jay. Whew, the High Priestess. Back at it again. With the general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2022. I just heard the fucking raunchiest story. Just like one of my friends called me and was like, bitch, you're the only one who will understand this story. I have to tell you this story. This is ridiculous. I'm 37 and still out here winning. And I was like, bitch, it's like, whoo, don't give up. Ooh. There's still so much life to be lived, Scorpio. Whoo, I can tell you now. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. But I can't tell you the story. It's not, I want to tell you the story. No, you want to know the story. Okay, I'll tell you. Like, think about it a little bit. Like, how can I do? My friend took some dude's virginity while wearing a Santa hat, all black Santa hat, the whole time. But the intricacies of the story, oh goodness, I don't even want to clear out this energy because it's so good, but let's welcome in our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Welcoming the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2022, baby. So, Pluto is direct in Capricorn. Things are moving forward. You're seeing shifts in your physical world. You may be in a different, like, physical location. Things are just changing. Things are transforming. Things are transforming definitely in your financial life and career. 222 on the clock. There's some sort of like leveling up or mastery for you to tap into, some sort of previous experience for you to tap into that you can like really utilize. And I want you to be really confident in owning that, like, everything that you need, you already know, you already have inside of you. It's just a matter of you like betting on you. So, in 2023, Pluto will be going into Aquarius, and I really think that's going to be like the age of Aquarius type shit that everyone's expecting. In Capricorn season, Mars will go direct. It said, I was under the impression it was, that it was on January 23rd, but another source said Mars goes direct on January 12th. So January 12th or January 23rd is when your other ruling planet, Mars, goes direct in Gemini. And you'll be able to think a lot clearer. Things will just be moving. You'll have access to like your giddy up or your pace again. Having access to your sex drive, not being so hyper analytical, not overthinking everything to a pulp. You know, it'll be easier for you to just move forward, especially in your romantic and or intimate, like close relationships. So hydrate, light it if you got it. Be sure to check your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. I'm not doing the spiel. The links are in the description box below. Like, the information is provided to you. If anything, check out my website, justjeverything.com. And for the intricate dates of everything, the Capricorn season astrology video has all the dates. But here we go. Scorpio, do you feel like once Mars goes direct, it will be very... And like, do we need that? Is that what we need? temper that, please? Temper that. Leaning into your breath, leaning into breath work. I feel like it's time to get back into being more physically active, getting into a yoga flow. 3 of Wands with the Knight of Swords coming out with the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Capricorn energy is showing up. There may be somebody with Capricorn or Aquarius placements showing up, but I do feel like this season is really poignant in regards to what do you need to turn your back on that's toxic. There could be some toxicity that gets revealed in your partnership or in your relationship, or that is seen. There may be something, I just heard turning a blind eye. Are you turning a blind eye on something? Is there stuff you need to turn your back on? There could be uncomfortable conversations or disrespectful conversations that are being had, or these big like radical changes of the mind. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that is like rushing in or has a lot to say. When Mars goes direct, I feel like you will be tempted to like drive a point home really quickly, or to be a bit more abrasive than you need to be. So just be careful there. Emperor at the center of the reading. Scorpio, beautiful. Your ruling planet going direct is really going to get you back on your shit during Capricorn season. So it's going to be having you really look at your relationship to authority, to discipline, to self-sufficiency, to being self-motivated, to organization. I feel like you may be put in a managerial position or in a higher position in some sort of way. And there could be, this could be a matter of like your confidence. Some of you may have to like talk yourself into how authoritative you need to show up. There may be some like moments where you need to say some shit with your chest. And some of you are really confident in that, and some of you are not. And so there could just be, you may be comfortable behaving that way to, you know, people who are under you or underclassmen or things of that nature. But like when it comes to being authoritative in front of other authorities, there may be an issue. So just like however it shows up for you, there's stuff going to be shifting with authority and how you deliver demands or rules or protocols or procedures. There could just be a shift in protocol and procedure, but I do feel like be careful about like going to war. Be careful about the battles that you're choosing. The Knight of Swords is the only knight in the deck that is engaged in battle. And you got to figure out, is what you've set in motion worth being right or having the last word, or is it worth like where you're going? You really are needing to focus on whatever it is that you have set in motion, whatever is future oriented. You need to be putting your energy in that, Scorpio. Whatever is behind you, whatever is creating like drama or strife even, it's time to really like pull back from. It's time in Capricorn season to get practical and methodical about your passions. Merge your passions with your common sense and practicality. What do you want to yield a return? Invest time and energy and money in that. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius or Scorpio placements really showing up, but I feel like you are showing up strongly. You have the opportunity to show up in a very authoritative, put together kind of way. And I feel like, not that you're not always put together, but it just feels like there's like someone stepping up to the plate. There may also be someone stepping into like a father role or a husband role or a you know, a long-time partnership role, living together. There could be like some zaddy shit going on. Here for it. You may be really showing up, getting more comfortable in your masculine energy. That could be something to look at there. Are you spending too much or too little time in your masculine energy? Which is, the masculine energy is the initiatory energy. They're like, go get it, boss, bitch, boss, person vibes. You know what I mean? I knew it. I knew that the Empress was coming out. I was already looking at the Empress here, like she caught my eye over here. Some of y'all are getting engaged. Some of y'all are getting married. Some of you are like really building together with someone. There could be like an investment or a gift or like an earning of stripes, an earning of something. Some of you may just be really visualizing or coming to like, there may be like a strong couple that, like an example of someone or of someone healthy or a couple that is healthy that you're aspiring to. Some of you may be like experiencing something that just feels very healthy. It may be a partnership, a work relationship. It could be, you know, love and marriage and togetherness and, you know, a very cohesive union, like a divine counterpart energy. They may have Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, or Libra placements possibly. Definitely heavy Mars showing up for you, and that Mars, because I feel like Mars being retrograde in Gemini is just like your thought process is changed so much. This Mars retrograde is really like had you pull back and like look at stuff in a very different way. And I feel like the things that you value are not the same as they were last Scorpio season. I mean, last Scorpio or last Capricorn season even is what I meant. Final card, final message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2022. There's some power couple shit going on, some equal, like, good pairing. And that could be something, too, about, like, recognizing who you are, how you're showing up, recognizing your standards. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. People are out here telling on themselves every day, so pay attention. Pay attention to people's history. Make sure you're asking the right questions, especially if you're looking for your divine counterpart. It's important that you ask the right questions, that you get out of your comfort zone, because in the ways that you've been wronged, the divine is conspiring to make things right. And there's stuff that's coming in that's like fair, that's good for you. But you have to believe that you are worthy of it. You have to believe that you're deserving of it. And there's some changes in your mindset, changes in like how sarcastic you are, how self-defeating you are, or maybe the words that you're saying are like really, or negative self-talk, or something that you're like, some sort of like cycle or loop of pain or this narrative in your mind about like how things will end up, and it's just like, no. But trust and believe, we have the experience we expect, babe. So if you expect Ten of Swords, watch you just somehow manifest the Ten of Swords all the time. Justice on the bottom of the deck is saying that, yeah, big decisions are going to need to be made. And you're going to need to, there's red coat, red coat, red coat, red cloak. Some of us have been in survivor mode, like have been in a place like stuck in our root, stuck in just like baseline, day-to-day getting by versus daring to indulge, daring to strive. There's something about getting out of that just like survive. I made it. That's Scorpio survival Like, it's really Mars that is that, you know, that has that, because Scorpio and Aries share that quality where it's just like we thrive off the fact that we, and you know, survive off so little, versus, and that's a very Aries thing, versus Taurus's indulgence being a reaction to that survival mode of Aries and of Mars, really. And so I do feel like whatever it is that you know you need to turn your back on, that's keeping you in your root or keeping you at baseline, I just want to get by, versus you daring to get out of your comfort zone and striving for what the divine actually has for you, even though it's going to require some uncomfortable deprogramming of some bullshit that you think about yourself or feel about yourself. That work is going to be hard to deprogram that, but you've got to get in motion and do so. So whatever it is that you're willing to turn your back on, it gets you in motion, and quickly the divine matches your hustle and puts you in a place of power where you like earn the badge of that survival, and you get to thrive. You get to share that thriving with someone very special. And that thriving, it like encourages you to get out of your comfort zone in so many other areas of life. And so I do feel like in Capricorn season, the one thing you will need to actively work on, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, is grounding. Keep rooting and grounding your ideas and your ideas in reality. Doing your best to strive to base decisions off of fact and not your opinion. It is a fact that your boyfriend cracks his knuckles. It is your opinion that he does it to annoy you. Like little things like that. That's a weird metaphor, but example, but final look at this. 17 minutes in. There's definitely some sort of, there's someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that I feel like is playing a big role for you, or is important to you, or is helping you move forward in some sort of way, that's impacting your thinking in some sort of way. And that impact on your thoughts is helping you level up. So whatever it is, there's like an upward spiral that's coming in. There's this, that's what I want to name this, upward spiral. Scorpio. Because that's what looks like it's happening, and you're being like upward, like spiraled upward towards a place, like a higher echelon, higher level. There is some big time leveling up. I just heard the upper room. I go into the upper room, like you're just like going to a higher calling. There's definitely some like big decisions about how you value yourself. And what I love about this is like in Capricorn season, what's really happening, Scorpio, is it's going to be put on blast how you're showing up in your life, how small you're playing it. Because Aries, I am, Taurus, I have. You got to figure out who you are and how you're showing up in your life so that you can properly assess if you're reaching to have, Taurus, the Empress, if you're reaching to have what is appropriate for yourself according to your self-image. Because if you view, like the Knight of Swords does not have the same access as the Emperor. Duh. But if you're playing yourself in life like you're the fucking Knight of Swords, when the divine is like, excuse me, what the actual fuck are you doing? You are the Emperor. Act accordingly. And when you do that, you vibrate at a frequency that attracts other people who are going to honor where they are and who they are and where they're at, and who are going to value you the way that you value you and your time the way that you value you and your time and your energy. And then there's just like, all right, let's go. There could be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that there's something about moving with or marrying or getting in a relationship with or pursuing dreams with. But there is this upward ascension. Even if you look at the Eight of Wands in Capricorn season, he is climbing. There is an incline here. He is going upward, and so are you, baby. Let's get into it. I love you. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.